Managing money used to take up a lot of my time. I'd spend hours tracking bills, subscriptions, and upcoming payments. Well, thanks to Rocket Money, everything is now organized in one place. It's so much simpler. The app shows every subscription you're paying for and lets you cancel the ones you don't need with only a few taps. Together, Rocket Money users have canceled subscriptions and saved over $880 million. Rocket Money also keeps track of where your money's going and gives you a heads up before your bills are due or if your account balance is getting low. On average, Rocket Money users save more than $70 in their first month using the app. And here's what I really like about Rocket Money. It can move money into your savings automatically, so you put money aside without even thinking about it. It makes managing your money a whole lot easier. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/Kim. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim. Most people find out their bank account got drained the same way. They go to pay for groceries and their card gets declined in front of everyone. That's not just embarrassing, it's a nightmare. Here's what happens. Fraudsters don't clean out your account in one shot. They start small, say a $2 test. And if it goes unnoticed, they come back for everything. Most people don't check their balance daily. That gap is exactly what criminals count on. The fix is free and takes just a minute. Log into your bank app, find alerts or notifications in settings, and turn on transaction alerts for anything over $1. Add a low balance warning too, and turn on new payee notifications. Now your phone catches fraud before your bank does. The average victim loses over $1,000 before they notice anything's wrong. Don't be that person. Join a million folks who get my free newsletter at getkim.com. Next up, a call from my weekend show, The Kim Komando Show. Enjoy! Every spam call, every scam text, every sketchy email that knows your name, they all start the same way. Somebody found you. Your phone number is sitting on data broker sites right now. So is your home address, your email, your age, even the names of your family members. All of it searchable. All of it for sale. And scammers don't need to be hackers to get it. They just need Google in a few minutes. Americans lost $12.5 billion to scams last year. But here's what nobody talks about. Every single one of those scams started with one thing: your personal information being available to the wrong person. The real fix? Disappear. That's what Incogni does. They contact over 400 data brokers and legally force them to remove your information. They can't spam you if they can't find you, and they can't scam you if they don't know you exist. Right now, get 60% off with my exclusive deal at privacykim.com. Go to privacykim.com and take back your privacy. That's privacykim.com.
No one goes to Hank's for spreadsheets. They go for a darn good pizza. Lately, though, the shop's been quiet, so Hank decides to bring back the $1 slice. He asks Copilot in Microsoft Excel to look at his sales and costs and help him see if he can afford it. Copilot shows Hank where the money's going and which little extras make the dollar slice work. Now Hank has a line out the door. Hank makes the pizza, Copilot handles the spreadsheets. Learn more at m365copilot.com/work.
Teresa in Detroit, Michigan. Hi, Teresa.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Well, I wanted to share with other people in the hopes that no one else will have this happen to them. I'm a retired public school teacher, and I'm just, sitting at my, desk doing some computer work, and I get a phone call from, it said the name of my bank, or credit union, actually. And when I answered, they said they asked if my name, and if this was me, and I said yes. They knew my first name and last name, and they said they were from the fraud department of my credit union, and I could see they called. It looked like it was a call from my credit union, and they said yes. And is your social security number? And they gave me my social security number, and I confirmed it. They gave me my birth date, and I confirmed it. And they told me that there were some fraudulent charges that were connected to my credit union checking account.
Okay.
And they named 3 different charges for me. And I said, no, that absolutely was not me. And by this time, I'm getting all, flushed and everything and wondering what's going on.
Right.
And unbeknownst to me, they must have had my login name. I don't know how they would get it. I know AT&T was compromised, so I don't know if it was from that or what, but they had my login and they were trying to get into my credit union account. And so apparently after several tries, my bank sent a recovery text to me. But it did say on it on the top line, stop and think, make sure it's not, a scam. And she said, did you get our link? And I said, oh, yeah, I just got a link. She said, just read me that number and to confirm your identity, and then I'll take care of everything for you.
Oh.
And I said, read you the number? She said, yeah, they sent a number on there, right? And I said, yeah, there is a number. And she said, just read it to me. And I said, well, I don't feel comfortable doing that. And she said, it's fine. I'm on your side. I'm from the fraud department. I'm trying to help you. Even as we speak, they might be emptying your account. And so by this time, I'm really scared, and it was a very, very persistent, clear-spoken woman. Obviously, probably done this 2 million times. I don't know. But I quickly logged onto my account, and I said, well, I don't see any transactions that are, different. They said, because we already removed the fraudulent transactions. I said, oh. Well, can you tell me the last 2 posted transactions? And she said, I can't get to that screen. I said, just tell me the last 2 posted transactions. She goes, that's on a different screen. I'm from the fraud department. I said, well, I'm going to call the 24/7 hotline. And when I called them, they said, that's not us. We're 24/7. You can call us anytime about fraud. And then the other person, the lady, answered and said, are you on the phone with them? I said, yes. I'm trying to clear this up. And she said, well, you'll just have to go into the office then if you don't want to give me that number and have to show 2 pieces of ID. Oh. And then she hung up.
You know what? You're smart. You're smart.
Oh,
you know what?
You
know what? You were skeptical from the get-go. And had you given those numbers, there's nothing you could do. Nothing. They would have just wiped. They would have wiped out. How much money do you have in the account? Did you have in the account?
Double digits.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of money. Okay. It would have been gone. Did you hear about the guy who lost $715,000 last week? Could you imagine?
No, from that?
Not from this one. It was from a pig butchering scam. 75-year-old guy. $715,000. His whole life savings gone.
So actually, I still was scared. I had my account locked, and they wouldn't even tell me the next day how much I had in there. So I didn't know, had them have my social security number and birth date, if they got a driver license and a new one or whatever, and wiped me out. I just didn't know. I waited for the weekend because it was Memorial Day.
For sure.
And when I went there, and he said, "Hold on, I've got I'll be right back with my license." Like, I was scared that he'd come back and tell me I was wiped out.
Well, for sure. You know what?
But he was just trying to do an override. But the thing is, he said he had many people lose their life savings, and what I didn't know was the fact that the bank will never call you, and even if someone who says they're the bank calls you, never give that number to anyone over the phone.
No, and that's what,
there's no insurance.
That's really great advice, because you know what, you just don't know, and they can get your social security number, they can get your date of birth off the internet. It's all for sale on the dark web, unfortunately, because there's been just so many data breaches, and then being able to spoof a phone number. Dang. A 6-year-old could do that. I mean, there's all kinds of apps in the App Store that will let you readily say you can be anybody. You know what? I'm so glad that you called, Teresa, because I bet we saved maybe a dozen people from falling for the same scam. Remember, your bank's never going to call you. Not going to send you a text, even fraud. Yeah, they're not going to do it. So many scammers. Hey, want to stay in the tech know without wasting your time? Join nearly 1 million folks who get my free newsletter, The Current, where you'll see the latest in tech in just 5 minutes every single day. You're just going to love it. It has a 5 out of 5 star rating over on Trustpilot. Sign up right now at getkim.com. That's getkim.com.